Hey everybody, I'm Delilah Taylor and this is Happy Hour Hangout. I want to welcome you all in. I just asked, what is everybody drinking tonight? I'm going to show you what I got. Davy Crockett Tennessee Moonshine. How cool is that? I got it from the official Davy Crockett store in Gatlinburg, Tennessee. It's awesome. Now, joining us tonight will be the duo of Stash and Cash. We got Stan Bush and, and Ryan Miner down there. And, of course, my favorite barback is here tonight, Mr. Dale Taylor. So, everybody want to introduce yourself? Dale, go ahead.
I'm Dale Taylor, the not necessarily so better half of the Monogamous Temptress, Delilah. And we're doing Jack Daniel's honey flavor tonight.
Honey flavor.
Yeah, it's really
You got to sweeten it up for it to taste good, I guess.
No, actually, I just emptied my black label, so it doesn't matter what the label looks like as long as it says Jack Daniel's. I don't care what color it is.
Peanut butter, whatever.
I'm all right with it.
All right, Ryan, jump in there. Tell us what you're doing, brother.
Ryan Miner, AKA Miner Crack, drinking my H2O.
Your H2O. Somebody, who was it? It was Gail Harris on the last show. She held up this champagne or wine glass, and she said something, and it was in French. I was like, "Oh, what's that?" She's like,
I remember that.
I was like, "Oh, it sounds so much better in French."
You know, it may be water, but I'm a little bit jacked up on Adderall, so I can join in with you guys. I'm okay. So.
Awesome. All right, Stan, what you got, brother?
I am drinking just plain water myself because you don't want to see me drinking anymore. I mean, you know, you kind of got a load of it in the green room, but you know, I embarrass myself really. I mean, if I was going to be drinking, I'd be drinking Petron.
You mean Patron?
Well, I'm from the South, so it's Petron.
Well, I'm from the South too, but.
Yeah, but I'm from a deeper South.
Yeah, that's true.
We do things like hunker down and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Y'all volunteer for stuff. We're not into that at all. We don't do any of that crap. But and I would do two finger. You know what two finger chasers are?
But is it so 2 finger high?
Nope. That's the way my dad drank. Everybody in my family drank, and I did too up until I was about probably 29, 30, something like that. Right in that area, the area I kind of started cutting back. But my dad did drink, and he had 2 finger chasers. And what it was is he drank ancient age, 8 years old ancient age, and 2 finger chasers. You dip 2 fingers in the water and just flick it in your mouth like that. You know, that was a chaser, just a little spritz of water, and he was something else, man. He was hell on wheels, you know.
All right, couple of shout outs. Carrie Butler, filtered water and Bailey's on the side. Good for you. I like Bailey's. Oh yeah, we got some Yingling. Jessica. I like Jessica. She's so much fun. And of course, Kristen Drysdale, always drinking the juice. That's wine for those of y'all who don't know. Yeah, it's a juice. And Maggie, got my wine and my popcorn. Let's get the show started.
Do those actually make a pair, wine and popcorn?
I don't know. I've got popcorn and moonshine. We'll see if it works.
Yeah.
And this is amaretto flavored moonshine, so we're about to see, y'all.
Ooh.
That was interesting. I want to say hello to Kristen.
So, Kristen Drysdale?
Yep.
Yeah. Hi,
Cool.
Kristen. Tim Longwell's here, too. He's
Yeah,
drinking. Yeah, he's drinking water. Oh, he's got to sell more paintings. Drink water till you can sell more paintings.
Hello, Maggie.
Oh, and Maggie a doll. Maggie is the one that told me that you have geisha women in your house. What is that about?
That is, well, when I was doing a hangout with that Apple motorcycle guy, Guy Kawasaki, and he saw the background here, and he said, "Are you in a geisha house?" And I said, "Yeah." So kind of how that got started. You know, we were laughing about it, but.
Nice.
And Maggie that's about the time that she started stalking me. So it was, every time I went somewhere, she was like stalking me, and she's really lots of fun though. Lots of fun.
Maggie and Kristen adore you. I don't know what you've done.
Well, it's
They
mutual.
think you're like the shit. I'm just saying.
Well, that's interesting. That's interesting because my wife thinks I'm the shit too, but it's a different kind. And let's see, you got how many kids do you have?
He sounds real happy. 4.
4.
You're muted.
What about you, Ryan?
I got him beat by 2. I got 6.
Yeah.
I
And
got
how
6.
many wives do you have, dude? That's what I want to know.
Well, if you want to count my ex, I've got 2.
Okay, for y'all that haven't seen it, go look at Ryan's page and read his about stuff, the bragging rights. It says, "I'm married to the world's hottest women
I knew
with
that was
6
back in
kids
my
or something." I was like, wait a minute, aren't you a Mormon? Wait a minute, this is wrong somewhere.
I knew that would come back to bite me in the ass, okay?
you let Dennis Deuce type that up, didn't you? Because he can't
know what?
spell worth.
I gotta rewrite that sucker, man, because I know that's going to be a continual, like, source of, whatever. So if you want to count my ex-wife too. So, but I'm currently just married to 1.
What does the IRS say?
What's that?
What does the IRS say? Did they say you got 2? IRS, huh?
Yeah, exactly. No, 6 kids. I've got 2 sets of twins too. 3. I got a set of 3-year-old boys and 10-month-old girls.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw that was just girls, and you're
Yeah.
married to the hottest women.
Yeah, and then I've got a 16 and a 15-year-old girl. So, yep, I do.
10-month-old boys.
10-month-old girls, 3-year-old boys.
Oh, I thought you said 10-month-old and 3-month-old. I was like,
Oh man, then I couldn't conceal it anymore. I'd have to have more than 1 wife for that. So.
yeah. I was like, wait a minute, that's wrong. I've got 2 girls that there's 2 weeks. They were so close. There's 2 weeks out of the year they're actually the same age.
Oh really?
Yeah.
So they're how far apart?
11 months and 2 weeks.
Dang, sister. Man, you were.
I say that again. That's a Tennessee math thing. I didn't quite get that. Did you say that?
They
Say that
are
again.
2 of my daughters. They're 11 months and 2 weeks apart. Those last 2 weeks out of the year, they're the same age.
Oh, I got it now. I was a little. I was trying to figure that one out. I was doing the math on it. I was like, well, I don't quite get how that works.
When they were little, everybody thought they were twins. It was like, no, they're not.
Well, we hear a lot of stories about Tennessee, so
Yeah, I did too. With 4 kids, people are like, "Don't you know what causes that?" And I'm like, "Yeah, but it's all right. I got my cable turned back on." Then, are you Catholic? I'm like, no.
Well, we got 14 kids between us.
Dang.
And
We got 14 kids between us.
And we all have hair.
Yeah, and that means there's something that we all like to get the same thing of, football, of course.
Yeah.
I'm not sure I've got all of my hair anymore, and just hearing that number of kids in one sentence, I'll drink to it.
Yeah.
It's awesome. So, okay, Stan, Maggie told me to ask you about the porn mustache.
Yeah, she calls it a porn mustache, and it's not near as porny as it was at one time. we probably shouldn't discuss that, but
That sounds like a new hashtag, porny old man.
it was a pretty porn at one time. That's a long time ago. I actually had a fro. I had a perm put in my hair when I was I think back in the late 70s, early 80s. Of course, I say that to my friends from the South. I was living in Milwaukee, and I was I was flying around to all these different cities and going to Italy and France and buying these stuff, and I was running this chain of shoe stores. And I tell my friends, I go, "You remember when we were all wearing, double knit or double strap belts, and we had?" And then my friends go like, "No, we actually don't remember that."
It's just you.
It was just me in my particular group, but it worked back then. The mustache.
All right, Ron. For those that don't know, because we got some newbies here, or people that have never been here, and I'm not sure they've seen your show yet, which is Lightning Pond. I will plug you, brother. It's Lightning Pond. Y'all watch it. What is it? Monday nights? Is that right?
Mondays at 5. Yep, every other Monday. So it kind of alternates back and forth between Jerk's Corner and Pond Boys. So.
All right. For those of you that do not know, Ryan's hashtag is minor crack.
Mm-hmm.
Would you like to explain this? Because it's funny as hell.
I don't know if I'm going to be able to explain it good enough, though. I mean, to show it would be better. That video feed's out there somewhere, but if you go to YouTube, so
yeah.
Anyway, so it was completely accidental. So the day we were supposed to be having our show, and it was a day that Google actually went down, and we weren't able to have the show. So we put on this stupid video that we harebrained came up with, and part of the video was me bending down and opening up the front of my doors to my business, and I showed a little crack, and I've never been the same since, really. So
yeah, the video made it into public, and it's still out there.
Yeah. I'm not gonna go search that video.
It's hysterical. Dennis Deuce tried to paste an overlay on it that said "Don't do crack," but it was a white overlay, so it just kind of highlighted his ass even more.
That's awesome.
So yeah, it was that's where it came from. Now, if you want, it's on YouTube. You can go see it for the whole world to see. And that's how it came. So minor crack.
You literally showed your ass. That's
exactly. So, and I at first I was a little embarrassed, but I'm not anymore. It's crack, man. It's crack. And I'm sure we've all showed crack before. So,
oh yeah.
Yeah.
So. Oh yeah. Especially girls with those low hip pants there for the longest. Every time we've been over, we had butt cleavage on.
Exactly.
I remember those vividly.
So do I.
I didn't look very good in them, but.
What?
Oh.
I would have liked to see that along with the porn star mustache.
Yes. It's the best platforms.
Yeah, well, let's see. A porn star mustache. I'm trying to think of a story that I could tell about. No, I can't tell that one.
Got this shout out.
There's people that know me here.
Yeah. Hi, Ray. Alan Ram guy is well, but he stole my line. Hello, Delilah Taylor, my southern sister. Hi, Ray. He is my southern brother. I love Ray. He's been on here. Yeah, bye, Tim. He had to run. Oh, Mark Burns is here. He's one of our newbies. He's a happy hour hangout virgin.
Oh, this is his first time here?
As far as I know, yeah. Some Jack D flavored Sadiq. Arabic for good friend, AKA Moonshine. That is awesome. Awesome. Okay, speaking of moonshine, cheers.
How is that?
Clinkies. It's actually pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah. The first one ain't that good, but the third one's really damn good.
Well, this is the legal stuff. It's only 40 proof, 20% alcohol by volume. So it's It's less alcohol than the Jack Daniels over there.
Yeah, it is.
It's really not that bad, and it's amaretto flavored. So now, if I got the other stuff, the 120 proof stuff, I'd be sitting here going,
That's the watered down stuff.
yeah,
Yeah, it's severely watered down and flavored.
yes, but it tastes really good.
So does my Arrowhead.
Ah, your Arrowhead's watered down.
Completely. 100%.
All right, right. How long have you lived in Utah, brother?
Since 91. Originally from Oregon. So grew up in Oregon.
All right.
So I've been here since 91. And so it's, I mean, a long time. I mean, this is home. It's you know, the winters are a little like severe for me. The older I get, the less tolerant of the cold I get. And so, you know, I like to go somewhere warmer, but you know, my business is here, so better say. So
Yeah.
no.
I
So,
got
I've been here a long time. I like it. Great, man. Have you ever been here?
No, I've been to Oregon. My dad lives in Oregon, but I've never been to Utah.
What part of Oregon?
Portland.
Oh, okay.
Or he actually lives in Aurora, but you know,
Yeah.
right outside of Portland.
Yeah.
So y'all know that actually gets kind of warm when it goes down. I'm like, a little hot in here. It's getting hot in here. Now, now, Stan, you live in Georgia. Where are you at?
I'm 5 miles from where the Atlanta Pop Festival happened in Byron, Georgia. There was 200,000 people here. It's where I first learned to, not like some people that we've read about. I actually inhaled. You know, not only did I inhale, I held it down for as long as I could. But it was like the guy. It's about 5 miles down the road. So that means I got to see Hendrix. That's pretty cool.
That would be so freaking awesome, dude. When was that?
That was about 68 or 69. There was a lot of bands there. Just look up Atlanta Pop Festival. There was like, you know, Country Joe and the Fish, and
I don't know who those are.
well, and so we used to go to see the Allman Brothers.
Those I know
like,
who they are.
Yeah. We used to go to see the Allman Brothers in like, you know, little bars, and that was pretty cool. That's good. But we, you know, we didn't really think they weren't the Allman Brothers then. They were actually the Allman Joys, and so we didn't really think very much about them being, you know, who they wound up being. But that was a lot of fun. They played in a place called Uncle Sam's, and this was a really happening. That was a really happening place in music back then in Macon. I mean, a lot.
Yeah. Okay, now I gotta ask, Mark. We used to make our moonshine in plastic garbage cans and converted pressure cookers. Alcohol is illegal in Saudi, but hey, everyone like a drink with a good friend. Mark, are you in Saudi Arabia right now? I'm just curious, and
He's in Canada.
why are you there?
That's a good damn question.
Yeah.
I mean, like I went up there one time. Well, more than once, but when you get to like
Canada?
yeah, like
I haven't been to Canada yet.
yeah, and they got screwed up names like Bent Noose Neck or Bent Moose Neck and stuff like that. But it's really pretty. You know, it's kind of pretty areas.
I got a brother that lives in Maine. I always thought it was weird. There's like 14 people a year that die by moose or something there. I'm like, what?
Where does he live in Maine?
I don't remember.
Anywhere close to Lincoln?
I don't know. I've never been there.
Wait, well, that's where I quit smoking at.
Oh. Sounds like a good place, but yeah, he was
Yeah.
telling me there's like 14 people a year that die by moose. I'm like, how? And he's like, well, you know, they got these gigantic bodies and these skinny little legs that are really, really tall. And when they run out in the road, the cars will hit them, hit their legs, and the body falls into the windshield. So all these people die by moose. I'm like,
The moose are brutal.
They're mean. You know.
That reminds me of a story. I gotta tell a story, okay? So about
okay, go for it.
So, have you guys ever been to Yellowstone?
No.
Okay. There are some idiotic people, okay, that think that just because you're in a national park, that the animals are somehow tame. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so they see this moose and her calf. And if you know anything about, anything in their calf, they're very protective, right?
Oh yeah, mothers are very, very protective.
She gets out there and she gets probably 20 feet from this moose and this calf. And like a ton of people are pulled over on the side of the road, and she gets about 20 feet from this thing. And she starts taking pictures, and all of a sudden the moose sees her, and she's, thinks that she's a little too close to the calf. Comes after the lady and trees the lady in this small little tree. And that she spent the night in that tree. That lady spent the night in that tree. So
Yeah.
Because of a moose.
because the moose.
Well, they kill more people chasing them down and killing them than they do getting hit by a car. I mean, a moose, you don't jack with them. If you see them out there when you see them out in a lake, and their heads are above the water and everything, it tells you how damn tall they are. They are huge. God, they're monsters.
And they'll tear you up. They'll tear you up. So it's brutal. Don't ever take pictures of moose.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah. Here, moosey, don't work.
Be afraid of the rooster. Okay. Dale and I went to Key West a couple of years ago. And down there on one of the keys, they have like this dolphin, swim with the dolphin places sort of thing. And it was awesome. I'd always wanted to swim with the dolphins. It was a great place. They also do a lot of research and study there.
It was actually a dolphin research center. So they maintained the dolphins there year round and nursed them back to health if they came in injured or whatever the case may be. They have like 18 or 20 dolphins at that one facility.
And so you went swimming with the dolphins.
Yes, we went swimming with the dolphins, and it was under supervision. There was like a group of us, and the dolphins that we had, it was a mom and a calf. But the calf had been with her for like 5 years or something at this point. Yeah, and it was born in captivity, so it was okay. But they were there with us, and it was in an enclosed space, and we're swimming with these dolphins. Well, after we got done, we're walking around, and the trainer that had been with us happened to pass by, and we're like, hey, thank you, that was awesome. It was a once in a lifetime sort of thing. He's like, well, I'm so glad you guys did this the right way, because there's so many people that try to swim with wild dolphins and they don't know how dangerous that is. I looked, because I thought dolphins were docile. I was like, okay, because you always see people swimming with the dolphins out in the wild, on video and stuff. Yeah, don't do that.
Yeah.
He told us, he's like, yeah, you don't want to swim with wild dolphins.
Yeah.
He said, and this is where it got funky. He was like, male dolphins are the only other creatures in the world that have sex for pleasure. And male dolphins have testicles that are like this. He's like, their testicles are gigantic, and they get when they become aroused, they go into a testosterone fueled rage, and will take hold of anything that's around, including a human.
And so you got built up by a dolphin.
No, he's like, you do not want to be the dolphin rape victim.
I did not know that either.
Yeah,
How do they know that?
I don't know, but I'm not testing the theory either. I am not becoming a rape victim for an 800-pound dolphin. That's
No
not
kidding.
happening.
I can't imagine.
How do you
I do
explain
have
it later on?
I do have one question for you, though.
What's that?
Well, in that story, you talked about how big their testicles were. I was just wondering how you knew that.
Because the trainer told me. Because I didn't see them either. They're apparently the testicles are like up inside, along with all their sexual organs until they get aroused, and then it comes out. It all falls out. They got these little slits in their belly, and it goes, boom, and there it is.
So far, we got a butt crack and testicles, and I've got images, and I've got to sleep tonight. And
No,
You're not the same. Yeah, you're done. Dolphin balls and crack.
Yeah. Dolphin balls. Yeah, that sounds like a movie actually. It sounds like a movie. That would be a pretty interesting movie, I guess.
Oh my God.
Oh, I'll tell you what y'all might know. Where I'm, we were talking about the music a while ago in the area with the Allman Brothers. I mean, there was a lot of bands from here, like a Doc Holliday. I don't know if any of you guys remember a band named Doc Holliday, and there was a band named Stillwater.
Mm-hmm.
And Stillwater did a song called "My Mama." It said, "My mama was a something. My daddy was a fender." And it was called Mindbender. And those guys, I introduced those guys. We went to high school together. They had like a #1 song. What are you guys doing?
We're reading Mia's comments. I'm so sorry. I'm dying. Hashtag vicious angry dolphin rapist.
She is a crack up. I'm gonna tell you, she was really.
Okay. That was great. Okay, we're back now. Yeah. Clinkies.
Y'all gonna keep on, and I am actually gonna drink.
Just don't pull your balls out, dude.
You have no idea what the hell you signed up for when you were
Yeah, I did. I've watched the show. I've watched it before. It's like, damn, these guys are rock. They have fun. They have fun. I mean, they're my. I like the way y'all talk.
God bless him. He has to live with me.
Yes.
I like the way y'all talk.
And we'll just go ahead.
Are you anywhere near Stockbridge?
No, well, 90 miles. Stockbridge is about 90 miles north, up towards Atlanta.
That's where my sister lives.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. I've been to Stockbridge a lot, but I'm not really. Yeah.
There's nothing there.
If you notice, I didn't say it like I was bragging. I just said I had been to Stockbridge, But
Gotcha.
Stockbridge isn't that bad, if you don't like to do shit at all.
They actually have 2 red lights now. Yeah.
That's actually really true. But there's a lot of towns in Georgia that are like that.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Hey, did y'all see the links that I busted up earlier for you for topics for tonight? We better get off testicles. Oh, Maggie put a picture in. More popcorn, please. Here, Maggie. I have popcorns.
I didn't. She has like popcorn envy, so I can't really bring out my popcorn around her.
Okay, there it is. I've got to get on Twitter. I do not know how to use Twitter. I mean, I've tried. I just can't really figure it out. But there is like this dude on Twitter, and he has a fake Twitter handle. It's like Twitter Cash something or other. And they were actually doing a segment on him on the Today Show. He claims that he's some self-made millionaire, and he's doing scavenger hunts on Twitter on different cities throughout the nation. The dog has like caught my headset. Help me.
He's given away about $4,000 so far.
It's wrapped around her legs.
I know.
Hello, Roxanne. Third Rate Romance. I know that song, Ray. And Joanne, I see what you're talking about here.
Okay. Yeah, the dog caught me. So he's like posting links on Twitter or posting whatever twits, whatever you call them, in different cities where you can go and join in the scavenger hunt for this money. But people are actually finding it. They were showing some of the finders on the Today Show this morning. They're finding envelopes with $100 at a time in them.
Oh.
Well, the guy I saw had more than that.
Well, there may be some with more than that, but I was like,
It's like up around $4,000 this morning so far that he'd given away.
wow.
So does he go around the country hiding this stuff by himself? Is that right?
Yeah, he's already posted on Twitter his next city that he's going to is New York. But I know he's been to San Diego, and I think it was Florida, and I don't remember where all, but yeah, he's done like 3 or 4 cities by now.
Wow.
And yeah, absolutely. And he'll leave clues for people to go on this scavenger hunt throughout this city. And he takes them to different landmarks throughout each city. And finally, at the last landmark, if they find it, they'll find this cash. They're finding like an envelope up underneath park benches and stuff. And he'll have his Twitter handle across it. And they open the envelope and the money's in there.
I think it's ingenious.
Yeah.
It's ingenious. I mean, it's, he's giving away $4,000, but look at the publicity for $4,000, man. You can't.
Yeah, but nobody knows who he is, so it's not really publicity.
Yeah. Yeah. When in doubt, just give away money.
Yeah, apparently. If y'all are wondering, I got this gigantic mason jar, and I don't want to pour it because I'll pour it all over the place. So I'm rednecking the crap out of it with a syringe and drawing it up and putting it in my shot glass.
Oh my goodness!
I thought you decided to drink out of the mason jar, so that's what I wanted to see.
I know for a fact.
There you go.
You feel better now?
I do, man. That's money well spent now. So
all those $0 you put into this, right?
Exactly. I don't feel gypped now. I feel like
it wasn't a waste of time.
Yes.
No. Drinking out of a mason jar is no big deal. It was just kind of full earlier.
Come on, that's redneck. That's like
I drink Diet Pepsi out of pickle jars all day long, man.
That's like Southern China.
Yeah, you use what's around. They make mason jars that are on like stemware now. I've seen them in the stores. It's like a redneck champagne glass or something they call it. It's cracking me up.
And it's probably selling like hotcakes, man. I'm telling you.
Yeah. We need a new term for that. Have you really ever tried to sell a hotcake?
No, but I like them.
I like them too, but I was watching one of Kirk's shows, and that dude with the waffle truck, that's ingenious.
Though there's I don't know if it's the same one, but there's a waffle truck that cruises around. I think they have 2 waffle trucks, and these guys, they park out in front of restaurants, and these guys are busy all day and all night. I mean, these guys are raking it in. It's like the fad now or something. I guess these things are to die for. But they got it going on. They got it going on. So
waffles are a hot item.
I mean, they've been around forever. What all of a sudden makes them hot?
I don't know. Maybe well, pot is legal in some states now. Maybe waffles are like the best munchie food. I don't have a clue. Anybody out there in a legal pot state, let me know. I want to know if waffles are the shit. I'm just saying.
Chicken and waffles.
There you go. Twinkies, we'll drink to that.
I see this porn mustache rapist dolphin crack. That's a new hashtag.
You gotta see this. Joanne Woolley. Hi, Joanne. I tuned in at an awkward moment. First thing I heard and saw were Delilah, Monogamous Temptress, looked like she was cupping some big testicles. And that's exactly what I was doing.
You were.
Yeah, there's so much you guys have brought up that I just can't comment on because I wouldn't be able to, I wouldn't be able to stop,
All right, you guys were talking sports in the green room. I don't do sports, but what were we discussing? Something about sports players and how much money they make.
We were talking about how much money they made, and we were talking about if they went to a system where the college players got paid, it would just ruin fucking game, you know.
You
Did I
know,
say that out loud?
yeah. Hashtag Stan drops F-bomb.
Yeah. And I really don't drop that F-bomb very often. But some of the stuff like that just, you know,
Have,
goes where they deserve it.
have y'all watched the, like, Wicked Tuna shows and all that stuff? Dale's got me watching these shows. And the guys on these shows, they get a portion of what they pull in, so they get a percentage. So I'm wondering, why wouldn't they do that with sports players? Maybe, give them a percentage of the games or something.
Well, they do. They
Oh.
call scholarships.
Yeah,
But then they still get money. They still get money on top of that.
No, they get scholarships, and you know.
Oh, we're talking about college players. Okay.
Yeah, that's what
I was talking about pro. Instead of pro getting contracts for millions and millions, only give them a percentage of what they pull in off of sales.
Right. Or pull in off of sales, or if you go to the Super Bowl, if you don't make it to the Super Bowl, you don't get paid. How would that crap work for me? I did a study one time, figure out like how much money was actually spent on professional football, and whether you know it or not. If you did not go to a game last year, you spent $1,750 on professional football. Because if $1,750, if you divide all of their salaries up by the number of people that are in the United States, that's what you'll come up with. That's
crazy.
A lot. That includes that 3-month-old baby.
Wow.
The minute they come out to shoot, they are paying.
Yep.
I said that out loud too, didn't I?
You're okay. It's fine.
You can't say shoot.
That was yeah. Again, it's imagery. Imagery.
Imagery.
We have plenty of it on this front.
Do we really think we're worried about something coming out the chute?
No, it was dolphins.
Oh, excuse me.
I know, Mia. I am.
Imagery.
And note that he is this way and not this way.
Yeah.
Imagery.
Wow.
Again, I can't join that conversation because I'm really. If I get into that and start telling stories, it's going to be like everybody's going to go home going, "Did that really happen? Did he say that was a nun?"
You might as well tell it, man.
Yeah, you might as well tell us. Just go for it. Everybody goes home after the show. Well, everybody's at home, but after the show, everybody goes, did that really happen? Did they say that? and that's common around here. That's a goal, you know. Did that happen?
That just happened.
Yeah.
Yes, it did.
That just happened.
So with 4 kids each, don't y'all like that question about how'd you get them?
We drank the water.
Drank the water, cable was turned off, a tornado came through, whatever you want.
There's a story I can tell you. I can tell you a story about that. My youngest son, there was a storm here, and it was a flood, and we had taken our 3 kids up to about 30 miles up north to stay with my sister, while we stayed at the house and did work and stuff like that. Well, the flood came, and we couldn't get to the kids, the 3 kids that was my sister's house. Yeah, we couldn't get to the 3 kids that was at my sister's house, and we were laying in bed and we heard that there was a dam that broke, that all the water rushed out and flooded everything. So 9 months later, that was when we didn't have anything else to do, so I kept telling everybody I was going to name him Damn,
Well, that's like our youngest daughter. She thanks her lucky stars on a regular basis that her name is not Opal, because especially from Georgia and Alabama, you may remember Hurricane Opal coming up out of the Gulf.
Mm-hmm.
I believe. We lost power for about a week, and if you do the math, that's probably about the time she was conceived. So she's thanking her lucky stars every day that her name didn't end up Opal.
Yeah, I would be too. Now I can tell you that both of my sets of twins
Did
going
your
back.
power go out a lot, Ryan?
No. Listen to me. Neither sets of twins. There was not any intercourse involved with either of them.
Well, that's rather embarrassing, but
And depressing.
yeah. I mean,
It's depressing.
that story ain't worth the shit. I can dig that. I don't know. I don't know where that came from. It's like, hey, we had a baby without,
Me and boss, this one's
Sadly enough, it is true. Sadly,
what the hell did y'all do? Use the force or something?
So our babies all of them were frozen for 7 years, and they are not biologically ours, but my wife did carry them for 9 months. Both sets of twins.
Oh, I get it now.
Yes. So
Artificial insemination and
it's embryo adoption. And so they were conceived by another couple,
right.
and then they thaw them out and then put them in her and hope they grow. And so that's what I mean.
It really is, and it's the fact that they can even do that, and that it even takes.
And you want to know something interesting? So they're not biological. All 4 of them are not biologically ours. People all the time say, "Oh my gosh, he looks just like your wife."
Our youngest daughter.
True story.
Our youngest daughter looks exactly like Dale. Even when she was a baby, she looked just like Dale. I would take her to the grocery store, put her in the shopping cart when she was little, and I'd be walking around the grocery store with her. And Dale wouldn't even be with me. It would just be me and her. And people would stop, and they'd coo over, "Oh, she's so pretty." They'd look at her, they'd look at me and go, "She looks just like her daddy." He's not even there. I'm like, yeah.
we just had a miscommunication on ours. She was saying no, and I thought she was saying go. So I think that's where I just didn't get the wording right in that whole deal.
Plan a safe word, Stan.
Yeah, because I knew her. That's and then if she ever sees this, she's gonna, give me like she's gonna drop me like a bad habit. So you guys, let's see, Oregon. So were you a duck?
Yeah, I'm a huge duck fan. Huge duck.
Yeah.
So.
We don't have ducks in the Southeastern Conference.
Yeah, man. Yeah, you know what? And I'm a true blue too, because I've been an Oregon Ducks fan since the early '80s when they sucked rocks. Like they got the crap beat out of them by everybody, and so payoff. A lot of people are bandwagoner Duck fans now because they're so good. So
yeah, y'all got the best damn uniforms anywhere.
Yes,
they really do. It's like I don't know how y'all come out with a new one every game. It's like a new uniform.
You know what it is they got the backing of what's his fan, the guy that owns Nike. He's a huge booster, and so he just pumps millions of dollars into that program every year. Yeah, so yeah.
Okay, Kristen Drysdale. Oh no, clean it up. Jessica Duell's coming. What does that have to do with anything?
What does that mean?
Okay.
Yeah,
Jessica, I think we're all right.
Yeah. Well,
let's have a drink, Jess. Here we go. Oh, the hell with it. I'll just drink out of the jar.
There you go.
Yeah, like I said, that third swig's a whole lot better, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yep. First two kind of burned, but the third one's perfect.
Yummy.
Is that going to be gone by the end of the night? Or the end
Oh,
of
no.
No.
This won't be gone by the end of the year, dude. Really? No.
Really?
No. No, I've got too much to choose from around here.
She's just flowing on that, and usually it's the wine kind of crap, not the old school wine.
Yeah, yeah.
And once again, you remind me why I don't drink.
You know, we only drink once a week, and it just happens to be on air in front of everybody.
Well, the other night we had a little fire out in the front yard and cooked weenies and roasted marshmallows, and she and I split a bottle of wine. But you split a bottle of wine between two people, and it's not a whole lot of nothing. So,
Weenies and wine. Is that a hashtag?
Yeah, it is.
Weenies and wine. I would put the hashtag in myself, y'all, but I can't do the show and go to the comment stream and do stuff too. Yeah. I am a monogamous. I'm only doing one damn thing at a time.
You ain't multitasking tonight.
No, there's no polygamy in here. I can only do one thing at a time. That's the way it goes.
Well, I'm a horrible speller, so I'd probably spell it wrong, so I'm not a good candidate for that either.
It took Dennis 4 times to get my name spelled right the other day for my lower third. Before our show, and he had to make that thing 4 times because he kept spelling my name wrong.
Now that guy, I like that guy. I've watched a couple shows with him in it. He's right on target. I do like him. He's really funny.
Oh yeah.
The deuce.
You see him in the green room, it gets even worse. I'm like, I was a little scared.
Like us in the green room.
Yeah. Georgia doesn't do weenies and wine. We do like cognac and bologna.
Y'all are just as bad as we are.
We're way upscale. Cognac and bologna, Cavassier and Oscar Mayer. You know, that's the deal. Like my favorite.
Bologna.
Bologna.
Oh.
I haven't eaten. That stuff leaves like a film on the top of your mouth. Isn't that a little suspect? Like you eat a piece of cold bologna.
Oh,
and
thank God.
Monica Lewinsky was the last show, all right?
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah, that was on target, man. That's like
fun.
That's a hashtag there.
Timing is everything, baby.
Oh, thank God. That's the hashtag there. You don't even have to explain. Oh. So,
Ryan, do you know how hard it is to embarrass me? It's pretty damn hard. I think you just accomplished it.
I love it when your face turns the color of your hair, baby.
Oh my God. Oh.
So go on with your story about the film on the top of your mouth. And
No, I'm done. No,
yeah. Well, may I say a big thank you for that?
I ain't taking that any further. Okay, so.
I'm sorry. That's just I didn't know where that was going for a minute there. Oh,
Wow.
Man.
You know, I was almost scared to have the show. Now I am scared. This has to be one of the funniest things I've ever heard. Oh, that's great.
Oh man, that's good.
Weenies and wine.
There we go.
Social media monogamous.
Oh God, this is awful. I love spell checker.
You mean comment tracker?
No, spell checker. I got somebody just sent me a message about something going on somewhere in the community that I manage, and after all these comments that you've been hearing, and I was going to type in I'm in a hangout, but it came out I'm in a gang out.
That's all right. Oh, you're talking about where it fixes your words when you're on the phone.
Yeah. Spell check. I sent a message.
No, it's not spell check or something else, but autocorrect. That's
autocorrect.
I hate autocorrect.
I sent one of the people that I was interviewing for the Plus Your Business for that first level. I was sending them one to tell them we were going to check out their competence, but the spell checker corrected to saying that they were incontinent. Which is like way definitely. And are you? I'm about to say, are you sure you're up on competent? Well, it said, are you sure you're incontinent? I was like,
Do you have gonorrhea?
so you're gonna bring that up?
We have billboards all over town with this guy just sitting there, and the caption above his head is, "Do you have gonorrhea? A simple check can tell, or a simple test can tell."
That's on a billboard?
Multiple billboards. It's like, seriously? And now they've started coming out with another one that's asking if you got syphilis. And I'm like, oh my God, people.
What is he marketing?
Hell if I know.
Gonorrhea and syphilis tests, I suppose. But they're everywhere.
Do you have gonorrhea?
I was
No? Want it? Okay. I mean.
Yeah, but you got to respect him because that's a tough sell. Like, I mean, think about that for a minute. Like, what do you want it? Because we carry it right here.
Full supply.
Well, I was telling, we talked about this in the green room, Delilah. We were talking about those billboards, and the truth is, when I was in high school, my senior thesis, you got to write a term paper, and I was like, I know y'all might not believe this, but I was like a cross between W.C. Fields and Eddie Haskell. I was, I was just awful, But so I made my senior paper was called. I didn't want to do it. Didn't want to deal with it. I already knew that I was going to graduate. I just didn't want to do it. So the name of the term paper was A Rap with the Clap because I thought that they would like kick it out, but they didn't. So I had to do all this research on it. They gave me like a F plus, just because of subject matter. But that was my senior paper, and every time that I will see Mr. Owens, the guy that sets alarms off when he walks through like a airport terminal, because he's got like this, what do you call him?
A plate?
He's got a plate in his head. Yeah, he's got a plate in his head. And
how did you learn that much about the clap? Is what I want to know.
Oh, I had to do. Well, I had to do a lot of on-site inspections, and I had to research a lot of paperwork, and there was a lot about it. There's actually a lot of material out there about the clap. They tried to make me change it. I'm trying to think of. Oh yeah. So they they said I had to change it from a rap to a clap, so I changed it to Gonorrhea Gone Wild. And they didn't like he didn't like that one either, But like I said, I was hell. Period.
Delilah, you asked how much you learned how he learned so much about the clap. He does have the porn star mustache.
That's true.
So.
Yeah, that is very, very true. But that was for a different story.
And lives in a geisha house.
Yes, listen.
Maggie, we're having more popcorn now.
Geisha house actually have geisha women.
I would not know that.
Oh, okay. Just ask.
I don't think they have geisha men.
No.
They
No,
wouldn't fit in the little shoes.
Shit.
Kirk might, but
The imagery that you guys throw up at me,
I like a show where cupping of dolphin balls is the most tame thing you're gonna get on it. Okay, so.
You'll be walking around tomorrow through the store going, and this item.
So,
yeah, well, and you also know that all four of us are going to be on some, at some point later down the road in Google Plus, somebody go, oh, yeah, that guy was on that show with the dolphin balls. I mean, that's going to be like what we're known for, Oh, yeah. Hashtag dolphin balls. Well, that was that guy.
Hashtag golfing balls. That is awesome.
No, Kristen.
No, Kristen, what is Kristen saying?
She wants to know why Martin is not here. He was sleeping and doing stuff like that. Plus, we have a really good relationship. He's what?
He's surfing.
Yeah, he probably is. He probably is. And he had a really long day, and I start at 4 o'clock in the morning, and so and he starts at probably about 4 o'clock in the morning over there. So every now and then we just need a break. So the last time I talked to him, he was going out some. He was going to go out and do something, eat some curry or whatever it was.
All right, y'all. What did I say about Kirk's show? I don't remember at this point. All I recall is like dolphin balls.
Yeah, Kirk is a funny guy.
Oh yes.
I watched a show with him one time, and I was like, I mean, I had to turn it off. I was like, this is hurting. You know, it's too much. He was funny.
Funny.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, that's what it was. I was talking about his shoes. Well, he has like all those different costumes and everything, and I can only imagine that he has the shoes to go with them. He
You
told
talking
me
about
he had,
Kirk?
what was it, 23,700 costumes?
Oh yeah, man. He can be whoever you want. He wants to be, and he can play every one of them well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he was Jack Sparrow on my show.
Yeah, that's the one I saw.
Oh.
That's the one I saw. I was like, it was hurting. It was hurting me. He's a funny guy.
Well, so y'all know, I was talking with Kirk earlier. Um, well, hell, I'll just plug myself. Everybody come back on Saturday at 1 o'clock Eastern Standard Time for Shop Small Saturday. We're going to have the best in vendors, and hopefully before long, we're going to get Kirk on here with his Go Plus Yourself t-shirts.
Oh, they're great. Yeah.
Yeah.
Great.
So everybody go plus yourself and then come back in June and buy the damn t-shirt.
Yeah.
Ryan, do you have a shirt?
I'm working on a shirt, and it's going to be good. And I can't make any promises, but it might have something to do with crack.
You think?
Yeah. So yeah.
I could see that.
Yep. So.
As long as you're not showing it.
No. I'm done showing crack. Matter of fact, I thought about starting a charity. To
starting a what?
Charity to stop
Oh.
the showing of crack. And making people aware that it's not just plumbers anymore; it's everybody. And so yeah. So I don't know. We'll see.
Crack is a worldwide problem. Don't do crack, right?
It's not just isolated to plumbers, man. It's everybody. And millions of women and children and even guys are being scarred by this for life. So just go watch the video of me and you will be scarred for life, I guarantee it. So
we're already scarred.
Not going to happen.
Hey, our goal in life was to scar our children. Which we've done.
And we have succeeded.
Yeah. Yes, we have.
And now we're threatening them, because our last one just graduated high school. She's getting ready to go off to college. But the others keep coming back, and we're like, okay, we're going to start walking through the house naked if y'all don't leave,
That's a great deterrent, man. I'm telling you.
Clothing optional. That's where we're going here.
So how old is your oldest?
He's 24, and that's the concern, is I'm afraid he's going to try to match us when we go clothing optional.
Yeah. He'll just, put on his sunglasses or blinders or something and just go to his room.
Yeah.
I tell you, that stuff works. My daughter, she was wearing some floozy thing the other day, and I'm like, okay, I'm tired of this. I didn't say a word. I went into my room. I got a pair of my tidy whities, and I came out in the tidy whities. And,
what? No leopard thong?
No. You gotta leave some stuff in the hat. You gotta leave some stuff in the bag, man.
That's true.
Hey, all right, we're gonna run a minute over, but you have to tell the story of being outside in your boxers with a gun.
Oh, we had these two gentlemen move into the property next door before it was developed, and they were of an alternate lifestyle. and I don't mind that. But when they decided to sell their property, they told the new buyer, which is the current owner, that apparently I like to chase them through the yard wearing nothing but my underwear and having a gun in my hand. So one day I decided, all right, I went out on the front porch of my underwear and started shooting. They left shortly thereafter.
Gee, I cannot imagine why.
Well, if you're going to accuse me, I'm just going to step on up to the plate.
It gets worse.
I missed part of it then. Go
Oh,
ahead.
no. About a year later, yeah, we live in the boonies. I mean, there's snakes and everything else up here. About a year later, these guys had sold this property to the new owners. The new owners were living there. We were really good friends with the new owners, you know. And they had kidded us the whole time about Dale being outside in his underwear with a gun. Well, one night, the kids come screaming into the house saying, there's a snake and it's coiled up by the front porch, and it was hissing and spitting at us. For those of y'all that don't know, venomous snakes, if you're close enough, will spit venom at you.
Yep.
Well, since they were screaming, it was like 9 o'clock at night. Dale was getting ready for bed. He was wearing nothing but his boxers. So he slides on his boot, grabs the gun. He's outside the front yard trying to shoot a snake that isn't there.
You got to find. I didn't fire any shots. I was sober, but you got to find the snake before you can shoot him.
Sure.
But the kids were screaming bloody murder, so I figured I better go check it out. Why not?
That is about as redneck as you can get right there.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And then the next day, the neighbors were like, were you? And he's like, yes, it really happened this time. All right. Everybody, I appreciate you guys being here now that you've learned all about dolphin testicles and Dale's underwear and Ryan's crack and multiple wives and Stan's porn stash and
In the clap.
and the clap and gonorrhea. I'm so glad I was drinking during this show. Everybody, want to say one last goodbye?
Thank you.
Hey, thank you guys for showing up. You know, it was fun. It was real fun. And I'm just a little bit off tonight because I was just overworked right now.
Because you're off.
Yeah. I really, I'm like, my head is hurting and all sorts of stuff, you know, that
You didn't sound off to me.
you really. I am telling you, you don't. Yeah.
Had a good time.
I did. Thanks.
All right. Good night, everybody. Thanks. See you in the comments.